Alright, what's going on? We're back, day 3, daily uploads. I cannot be stopped at this point. No one has the power to stop me. Not my bad frames, not my inconsistent Adobe Premiere. Nothing. Nothing can stop me from uploading these videos daily. Here we are back. Like I said, day number 3 with the Blastoise. This is going to be the last day with Blastoise, unfortunately. I know Blastoise has been one of my personal favorites, but it's been really sad how it just has not been able to beat Bulky Waters. So, hopefully, we should be able to beat, the Bulky Waters today. I don't know. It's a really rough matchup. It really is. So, we're going to try to make Blastoise work, though, here. I feel like Blastoise in combination with Tyranitar is going to be really good here. I'm thinking one of the only threats to Blastoise, besides the obvious one of the Rillaboom, is going to be that Indeedee. So I definitely want something to beat that Indeedee. On top of that, I think I want my Incineroar to switch in and the Amoonguss, because I want something to beat that Milo. I don't know. We're definitely going to try our best, but it seems the meta is a little too full of bulky water types for my boy at the moment. It's really sad. I've been liking him a lot. I've really had a good time playing with him. He's very strong, very bulky, and has potential to set up. As we saw, anybody who watched yesterday's episode knows he can set up whenever he wants, whenever is appropriate. Literally, it might be the beginning of a game, it might be the end of a game. Either way, it's a really, really good way to get a win, because he gets so many stat boosts with that Shell Smash. Double speed, double offense, very, very strong stuff. So we're going to be getting into this first game here against Accuracy. Now, anybody who knows me knows that, funny enough, Accuracy is one of my biggest weaknesses, typically, actually. So, hopefully, real accuracy does not come into play in this match. So my opponent leading with the Cinderace and Milo. It's interesting. They seem to be very afraid of my Incineroar, though honestly I never thought of leading it. I never wanted to lead it into their team. So this is one of those games where we're gonna max right away. I think so, at least. Well, you know what? Did we get greedy on him? I'm gonna get greedy on him. We're gonna Shell Smash in their face and go to Amoonguss. I'm very confident that they're going to be targeting down my Tyranitar with their Cinderace. Because what I think is they're going to probably go for a Max Knuckle or maybe a Max Steel Spike into the Tyranitar. Yeah. And we're going to see Rillaboom come out. Rillaboom, to me at least, when they send in Rillaboom here, to me that means that they don't care about Blastoise yet. Because they think that Blastoise is going to be beaten down next turn. Not this turn. So this turn, it seems like Blastoise should be safe. If all goes well, hopefully we should be good to, get through this turn. And I'm thinking that next turn, I'm probably going to want to switch in my Incineroar. I think now that Milo's off the field, Amoonguss can go right out to the Incineroar, and we'll be in such a good spot to clean this game up with Blastoise already. Max Knuckle does come out. I'm assuming that's into the Amoonguss, like I said. Oh, it's into Blastoise. No way. Okay, so they do hard call us out there. I gotta be honest. I'm a little disappointed. My opponent getting a really good read turn 1, saying, "Hey, I know you're not gonna do anything crazy here with that Tyranitar. You're not gonna risk that Tyranitar." And they're right. They're right. They got me. This turn, it's gonna be a little harder, as we really need to try to position around this Rillaboom now. So, what I'm thinking we do, right, the only way I see us getting out of this is by going for a Protect on a Max Guard. I'm going to Dynamax-Blastoise and Max Guard with it. Now, doing that is going to allow me to switch my Amoonguss to Incin, which should put me in a winnable spot. My opponent definitely got the... Oh no, not a second Shell Smash. I can't speak. Not a second Shell Smash. Honestly, it's interesting. Pokemon has a lot of weird tongue twisters when you go to say their words and stuff. Like Shell Smash. Saying Shell Smash multiple times in one sentence is one of the best tongue twisters I've heard in a while. Shell Smash, Shell Smash. I can't even say it twice. I literally can't even say it twice. So, honestly, it's so weird how that happens. Alliteration is cool and all, but not when it makes me pretty unable to speak. So, we're going to switch on Amoonguss, like I said. Intimidate's really good here. Like, we can all see how Intimidate's good against the Rillaboom, and it's good against Cinderace. So, very good for us. Now, the only thing I'm worried about here is if my opponent calls me out, and they decide to max Knuckle into my Incineroar. That would be absolutely insane. And they would be getting me 100%. I don't think they're going to be doing it. In fact, I'm almost 100% positive they won't be. I'm pretty sure what's going to happen here is a Grassy Glide into Blastoise and a Airstream or Fireball. Oh, a Fake Out too. Okay, so we just see a Fake Out actually. And a Max Knuckle. Oh my gosh. I was shook. I was so scared. When I saw the Max Knuckle, I was like, there's no way. They would really call me out that hard. But they don't. They did not. So I feel pretty good about that. Like I said, this turn, I'm going to say that they do not have Protect on that Cinderace. So what we're going to do is we're going to Fake Out the Rillaboom and knock out that Cinderace with the Max Cannonade. Anybody who watched yesterday's episode, I was talking about how much I love that word. I still think it's pretty cool. I saw some guy commented on the video saying, hopefully they do actually make that into a drink or something. The Pokemon company could make some money off of that. I think it'd be pretty funny. A Blastoise sponsored beverage. Put on some shades like my boy up there and kick back with a nice little glass of Cannonade. I don't know. I think that's one of the funniest things about Blastoise is the name of its G-Max move. So they switch out into the Milo. Very interesting. I could see them switching out into Milo, trying to... Oh, is that Grassy Seed? Oh, cool. So they've got a Grassy Seed in the Milo. That's some cool stuff. So we Fake Out. And we're going to see the Max Cannonade. This is an easy knockout in Incineroar. If this doesn't KO, I'm going to be shocked. Yeah, +2, a Life Orb. It's not super effective. We do crit, too. Not sure if that mattered. I don't think the crit mattered. It's interesting, though, because now, when it crits, when stuff like that crits, you'll never know. It could have not mattered. It also could have mattered. Maybe they were like max HP, max special defense. But personally, I'm going to assume that with the +2 and the Life Orb, and just the sheer power of Blastoise, we would have been fine to knock him out anyways. So, I'm not too concerned about that crit. I don't feel too bad. My opponent switching in Milo, though, is pretty cool. They're saying, hey, I don't want you cycling that Intimidate anymore. Because Rillaboom's going to come back out. Yeah, Rillaboom's going to come back out. One thing I'd want, if I could rebuild a Blastoise team, because as you know, I haven't made any changes to this since the beginning. If I could make a new Blastoise team, what I would do is I would put some terrain control on. Indeedee, Pincurchin, maybe. Just maybe any Pincurchin fans, you know. We could put something on here that would make it so Grassy Glide would not affect me with the Rillaboom. Because right now, there's really nothing I can do to stop that. Like, we're going to Max Guard and Parting Shot. We're going to do what we can. But yeah, that Grassy Glide, there's just nothing I can do. He's easily going to get to target me down. And a Scald's coming out from Milo. But I'm not too worried about the Scald. Scald's not going to knock me out. We're going to get our Citrus Berry. And now we should be able to Parting Shot off onto the Rillaboom. I think the play is to go into Amoonguss. I'm pretty sure the way that we win this game is by going into Amoonguss. Even though, as everyone knows, you can't redirect grass types. So if I were to Rage Powder here, and a Grassy Glide were to come out from that Rillaboom, it wouldn't affect it at all. It wouldn't do a single thing. The Rillaboom would hit my Blastoise anyways, and there would be nothing I could do about it. But, what I'm thinking here is we should fairly easily be able to go for a Spore into the Milo, which will be really, really cool. Max Cannonade. I actually forgot about the secondary effect. Rillaboom's going to be taking some nice residual damage over the next couple turns. Anybody who's watched the other episodes has surely realized by now that all the residual effects that are going on right now, like we've got Cannonade, we've got Sandstorm, and Grassy Terrain. These turns take a long time. These turns take a really long time. So what we're going to do is we're going to Ice Beam anyways, because like, why wouldn't we Ice Beam? It's probably not going to happen, but if Blastoise gets an attack off, I want it to be an Ice Beam into that Rillaboom. So we're going to try to Ice Beam. Probably not going to happen, but the Spore into the Milo is what's going to really matter. And, of course, the following Giga Drains that are definitely going to be hitting that Milo. My opponent's thinking a lot. They know that they don't have many answers for the Amoonguss now. They had that big Cinderace. They had a big Pokemon to deal with the Amoonguss, but not anymore. That's one of Blastoise's specialties, right? Is Blastoise... Wait, they switch out the Rillaboom into Duraludon? What? Wait a minute. Milo protects, and Blastoise is gonna get a free Ice Beam into this Duraludon, which should just knock it out. Yo, what? I'm not sure what to say about that. I don't think my opponent ever was supposed to switch Rillaboom out there. Like I was saying, I was going off about how much pressure they had on me with that Grassy Glide, and my opponent was like, pressure? I'm out of here. I don't want offensive pressure. So they switched right out, which is kind of insane. I really don't know why they did that. I think their play was always to Grassy Glide. But you know what? As we say in the business, we take those. We take those. I mean, they wanted to reset their Grassy Terrain, I guess, but I protected last turn. I couldn't even protect there. It would have been a double protect. So, like, maybe they read me to go for the double protect? I'm not sure. I'm not gonna change my play. I still think that the Ice Beam is not gonna happen, and that's perfectly okay. That's so weird. I think they read me to go for a double protect, which I don't think I ever did. Which is cool, because Blastoise definitely got an extra kill it wasn't supposed to. They don't Grassy Glide again? They allow me to get the knockout on their Rillaboom. Oh my gosh. Blastoise is clutching this game. What in the world? Yeah, Skull's gonna come out into the Amoonguss slot. Oh my gosh. So this is a classic case, right? Something I could talk about just a little bit as this game's wrapping up. My opponent played themselves. Something you never want to do. If you're in a situation where it looks too good to be true, most of the time, it's not too good to be true. But sometimes, you can get scared. So what happened is, my opponent got scared. They were like, this looks too good. Something's gotta be up here. Instead of going for my safe play, I'm gonna make a crazy play trying to predict the very low chance, probably, very improbable situation. So instead of going for and trying to capitalize on the good spot they were in, they tried to capitalize on something crazy that probably wasn't gonna happen. So, whenever you're in a good spot, don't overthink things sometimes. Definitely don't play yourself, because I've been in that situation too, where you look like... It just looks too good to be true. Like I said, that's the phrase I'm going to keep using. It looked too good to be true. My opponent chucked a little bit, got too scared of my positioning, and Blastoise was just able to clutch that one out. So, very, very funny stuff. But I'm going to take that. That's a win for the first game of the day. I would love to have a win. I think... I'm not sure. We might have won the first game yesterday. I'm not sure, though. So we're playing a crazy Sun team here. This is what I would like to call, and I'm going to title this right now, Blastoise's Worst Nightmare. How can you get away with running 2 grass types and a Charizard? Look, just for the sake of being, correct and trying to win every battle my hardest, I don't think we're going to be going Blastoise this game. I hate to say it, guys. I really do. I don't think we're going Blastoise. Well, do we try anyways for the fans? Today's Blastoise's last day. You know what? Screw it. We're going Blastoise, just for the fans. I think we might be able to do it with the max hailstorms. So one more time, just for the boys, is Blastoise. I don't know what my Blastoise's gender is in this game. One more time for my homie Blastoise. We're going to be taking him on the field, trying to get one last win. We might be able to do it. I think they're going to go Sableye Charizard. Okay, so Sableye Venusaur is their lead. We have the Togekiss, which is the perfect Pokemon to redirect attacks. So as long as the Sableye doesn't have Fake Out, we'll be in a really good spot. But they might have Fake Out. But I don't think they'd Fake Out Togekiss, because they don't know. They don't know whether I'm a support Togekiss or an offensive Togekiss. Because I could Dynamax here. If I was an offensive Togekiss, I could Dynamax. So I don't think they're going to be faking out. I think they're going to let me get this Follow Me and Shell Smash off. Because they're going to Dynamax, actually, huh? I'm not sure what their game plan is. Maybe they do. If they fake out Max Vine Lash, we're going to be Dynamaxing Togekiss next turn, I gotta be honest. Because that's not going to be a good spot. But I don't think they're going to fake out. Yeah, they're going to let me get a Follow Me off. So big Follow Me coming out. And a sunny day actually going to happen from the Sableye. So that's really cool. Because what that means is no matter what, we should be able to live with our Togekiss as they actually go for Vine Lash. Which, for those who don't know, is a grass move. Which Togekiss is going to eat up nicely. And our boy coming in with the Shell Smash. I gotta say, very excited to see how much damage this Blastoise is going to do. Because it really does look like we're in such a great spot right now. I would hesitate, as I never want to get too ahead of myself, but seeing as my opponent tried to take out Blastoise turn 1, I'm thinking that it'll Follow Me right here, and Max Hailstorm, yeah. Max Hailstorm into the Venusaur is going to be our easiest play here. The only way it goes wrong is if my opponent opts to Taunt. They gotta have Taunt on their Sableye, and Max Guard on the Venusaur. And that would be very specific. And even then I think we have some counterplay. So, right now we're just kind of hoping that my opponent does not go for the Taunt Max Guard play. As we're going to be Dynamaxing, like I said, big Blastoise, last game on the channel for now. I gotta feature big Blastoise. Dragapult may or may not have been better. We'll leave that one up for debate until we see how well Blastoise does here. It could just win this game instantly, so I don't want to start talking trash yet. So we Follow Me. Okay. What's Sableye gonna be doing? Maybe a trick. Is that an eject button? Okay, so we get an eject button. They get a safety goggles, and they're gonna max Ooze. Interesting. They were trying to trick an eject button onto my Blastoise, I assume. Wow. Okay, so Togekiss is gonna get knocked out very easily by that Max Ooze. I would have been so shocked if it didn't knock me out. Hailstorm gonna be coming out into the Venusaur. I think this knocks it out. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Blastoise cannot be stopped. He is so powerful. Knocking out that Gigantamax Venusaur in one hit. Literally. I mean, people often forget sometimes when trying to, account for how strong their Pokemon need to be. Dynamax gives a Pokemon times 2 HP. So we just knocked out a Venusaur with times 2 HP, which is insane when you really think about it. So we're going to send in Urshifu. Alright. Well, I went Blastoise because... Alright, I went Blastoise. What am I saying? I already had Blastoise out there. I go Incineroar because I want to fake out whatever my opponent may send in here. And obviously, right now that's going to be the Urshifu. So we're going to fake out Urshifu, and I'm honestly going to max Cannonade into... Let's go Sableye. I got a plan. Here. I think they're protecting. They're not protecting. Uh-oh. I thought they'd be protecting there. Yeah, because they're going to Sunny Day, right? So I knew that my Cannonade would not knock out the Urshifu. But I think next turn, a Flare Blitz into the Urshifu and a Max Cannonade should be pretty safe. As, oh, you know, I think that means that Sableye is going to get knocked out here. Hold on a moment. We get hit by the Vines. He gets hit by the Vortex. Is Sableye going to go down? If Sableye goes down, I think we win instantly. Because I can switch with my Tyranitar, put the sand up, and make my water attacks do crazy amounts of damage. And it is enough to knock out the Sableye. Look at that. You love to see it. Easy knockouts. Blastoise doing damage even when it isn't able to attack. So we're going to switch out into Tyranitar. Like I said, the reason we're switching out to T-Tar is just to allow me to KO the Urshifu. And once Urshifu's gone, I'm pretty sure Tyranitar beats that Lycanroc 1v1. I'm not too sure. I don't think anyone knows Lycanroc calcs. Like, Lycanroc's a weird Pokemon. So, I don't think anyone really knows Lycanroc calcs. But I do feel like with an Intimidate, my Tyranitar most likely beats that Lycanroc. If not Blastoise sticking around for another turn. I'm expecting Blastoise to Sucker Punch. Okay, we do live that. Accelerock, no, he doubled up? Yo, Blastoise goes down to the Sucker Punch Accelerock. That's insane. You've got to be kidding me. I thought there was no way. I was like, yeah. I mean, Sucker Punch went through my mind, I'll be honest, but doubling with the Sucker Punch and Accelerock, I was certain, absolutely certain, that Incineroar would be targeted by at least a fighting or a rock move. I mean, I was wrong. Was definitely wrong, but didn't think I'd be that wrong. I mean, so we're gonna Breaking Swipe, right? And Fake Out. Because what I'm thinking here is with the Breaking Swipe, we should knock out Urshifu. Because Fake Out. Oh, he Accelerocks again. Is that like Choice Banded? I think that might be Choice Banded. He probably has like Stone Edge. Or anything else. He must have had a better move. Okay, so Breaking Swipe. Does it put him in Cannonade range? Does this allow us to knock him out with Sandstorm plus Cannonade? I think the answer is going to be yes. And if the answer is yes, we've clutched this game. Oh, let's go. Let's go Blastoise. That is so, so good. So we get knockouts from the grave. He thought that taking my Blastoise out would be enough. He thought that that would stop me from getting knockouts with my water types. But the water never left. Saying, hey, you may have taken out the main man, but the residual effect will always be here. He does look like he's Choice Banded. I'm telling you, he's got to have a better move to click than Accelerock. Accelerock's not that good of a move. It's like a 40 base power rock move. So, and it knocked out my Blastoise. So I really do feel like he's only got that with the Choice Band. Wow. We get the knockout on Lycanroc, and that's going to be it. That was the win. I really was scared. I was so scared, I was almost a non-believer. I almost didn't bring Blastoise to that match. Could you imagine how tragic that would have been if I didn't have a Blastoise there? Wow. Okay, that was great. You know, the first two battles in the first episode, that was tragic. That was very tragic stuff. Then we started picking it up, and here we go with 2 wins. So I'm actually really happy with this team. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We are going to be using a new team in tomorrow's episode. If you got a team that you think I could be using on the, on these daily uploads, let me know. I'm down to use anything that is, not random Pokemon thrown together. If you got something that looks cool, send it my way in the comment section below. I would love to see it. That's what I want to see today. If you guys got any fun teams that you would like to see featured on the channel, let me know in the comments. Like I said, send me a rental or a Pokepaste. If you don't know how Pokepaste works, Googling it should give you an answer. But yeah, looking at both of those, send me a team. I would love to be using some of your guys' teams, because I can't make teams forever, you know? Like, I can only make so many teams. So I would love to feature some of your guys' teams on the channel. Beyond that, that's going to be it for this Blastoise team. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, as it helps my channel so much. I hate saying that. It's the YouTube thing, you know? You say like, comment, subscribe, but really, like, likes push me forward in the algorithm, show me to new Pokemon players. Comments help me know how you guys are feeling about the videos and subscriptions. That's just so you don't miss any of the updates. But don't forget to do all that stuff, and follow me on my other social medias. I stream on Twitch every day and Twitter, so you don't miss any of my updates. And I will see you back tomorrow with a new team.